All right, so we are recording and we're live across to Facebook.
So Wade, your audio is saying that it's still connecting, so we can't actually hear you at the moment, which is okay, but if you're wanting to say anything, we just can't hear you.
Now, where is screen share again?
This big one
big,
down the bottom.
The big one right there. All right. Okay, so I've got a slide and everything for this. Share. Let's go. Oh, we're back at the...
It should start at the beginning.
There we go.
There you go.
Here we go. So, should be sharing, hopefully.
Can you see his slideshow?
Yes.
You just want to, do you have any questions or anything to begin with, Wade?
Why am I?
Not. Thanks, hon.
Much love.
Not really.
Not really? All right.
Okay.
Well,
Not to start with.
Get everyone, so that it runs smoother, you just get everyone to mute themselves.
All
You can
right.
mute them, and if you want to jump in and say anything, they can just ask any questions for you.
That's why I didn't put them in when I put them
Okay, all right, so I'm just going to mute you, Wade.
That's all right.
Not because I don't like your voice or anything.
Just stop it.
All right, here we go. So I got to even remember how to do these slides. So yeah, so this is the men's oil masterclass.
Use your arrows.
Arrows, excellent. I like this.
Right, good.
I think so. All right, so Wade, obviously you've met me before, but for those who jump on later or watch the replay, my name's James Tansey. I'm a father of three. Mira, Quade and Marley are my children. I've been married to Danielle for 9 years. I'm actually a qualified bricklayer that I plan on to never return to. I've converted a school bus into a motorhome that we are living in, and my wife and I have been doing doTERRA, and we're wellness advocates for 4 years. So this is how doTERRA changed my life. So 4 years ago, we were in a pretty dark place. It was the birth of the second child. He was difficult as a baby, didn't sleep, always screaming. So the oils came into our lives at kind of the perfect time. We were almost at the point of a divorce. We just didn't communicate anymore. And essentially, yeah, the oils came to us and changed our lives. I didn't hesitate to get amongst it. I didn't really know what I was doing. I didn't know about dilution or anything back then. I kind of just poured it all over me, and still do. So yeah, now it's changed our lives. We wouldn't have bought the bus. We wouldn't have done this sort of lifestyle if it wasn't for the oils changing our lives and changing our vibration, bringing us up out of those dark places. So this is the first, when we first bought the bus home, as you can see, yeah, there was a cheap old door that the guy put on that ended up falling off on the second trip. So yeah, we're all pretty happy there. So about essential oils. So they're safe. They're 100% natural. What's my notes on this? So I've just got notes to read. Where are they? Yeah, so they're non-synthetic. They're extracts straight from plants, and they're actually certified pure therapeutic grade. Where are we? I can't read this one. So the effectiveness of the essential oils. Where are we? So typically, the modern approach is to Band-Aid solution. It's to manage the symptoms, not to get to the root cause of the problems. And the side effects aren't always known. And so this is what's really good with the oils. It's a holistic approach, and it addresses the body's needs. It's just enhances overall health and well-being. Where we got here? So we'll go into affordable. So where are my notes on this? Just bear with me. Okay, so they're affordable because they are traditional. I haven't seen a doctor in a long time, and I put it down to these oils. I use them for everything. None of us have gone to a chemist, pharmacy, or anything because we go back to these oils, and one drop just goes so far. It's they're whoops. Trying to keep my nerves at bay. Okay, so we'll just go. So this is why doTERRA, and this is a big reason for why we aligned with the doTERRA. It's this is a video, if I can work out how to press play, on the sourcing and what impact that has just for everyone along the chain, really. See if this will play.
Switch between those two.
There's no sound. All right. All right, well, if that sound's not coming through, not sure why that is. So basically, they were saying they're very, very good oils. They're
We'll stop the screen share for a second.
stop the screen share. Okay, here we go.
We'll start it again.
Start again. I won't
with
worry
this
about
tick.
that.
We
We
forgot to
forgot to tick some boxes. There you go. Hey, even the experts get it wrong.
This is new for me too. Okay.
All right.
Okay, let's go back to this.
Where are we? Anyway, so there's 3 ways which we use the essential oils aromatically. So putting in a diffuser, that's the easiest. It's yeah, I use that quite a fair bit. It's easier in the bus because one diffuser does the whole thing, and essentially you're just spreading the benefits of the oils throughout the home, each room. Food additive. I love this one. It's I think at least every second meal's got some sort of essential oils in it. We do. We'll have to dive deeper into that another time. And topically, so this is putting on your skin. It's how I go through the oils very quickly because I tend to forget to dilute it and just grab whatever I need and just shower myself in it. So I am getting better at that though. Okay, so we're going to get stuck into the four health benefits. Sorry, the 4 benefits for men that I find have really had the biggest impact for me with using the oils. And so we have the improved sleep. So in today's society, we're easily overstimulated and we're way underslept. So what this means is you wake up, as soon as you wake up, you're getting bombarded by lights and sounds from I don't know about you guys, but I'm terrible at it. As soon as I wake up, onto my phone. What's going on? That's the TV. Even walking down the street, you just, not so much in these outback towns, but you just get hit by signs and everything, just overloading your senses. And so you're not getting a break there. And then there's psychological stress. So there's the worries and stresses about what's happened during the day, stuff you did wrong, stuff you should have done, things you said just go over your head. And then there's what might happen tomorrow. And that's just as bad. It's a whole nother worry. So there's actually an addiction to stimulation that we get in today's society. And the more stimulation, the more dopamine in our brain releases. So that's the hormone for happiness and enjoyment. So our brain craves more. So we're getting more on our phones. We're just constantly hitting our phones, hitting the TV, just trying to get more and more and more to get to that same dopamine hit. And the dopamine is the same hormone that's released in massive amounts during an orgasm. So you can see why we crave it so much. So the best way around this that I had to really kick myself into was to get a bedtime routine. And as a father, I'm terrible at the saying, do as I say, not as I do. I preach to my kids to, wind down, do breathing before bed, get your oils on. But I was never doing it. So pretty much, it's what I have to do every night. Oh, hang on, wrong way. So to do this, we diffuse relaxing oils for an hour, half an hour before bed. Don't do it as soon as everyone's going to bed or yourself is going to bed. You want to set that intention, set the mood in yourself and allow your body to come down from the stimulation of the day. So the 2 main oils I use here are lavender. Sometimes I'll mix it if it's winter and what's the correct word here, the seasonal threats. I'll put maybe tea tree, easy air, or on guard on with that. But the lavender is the number 1, or lavender peace. That's another great one. That's the blend oil. I've done it again. So I suffer really badly with the monkey brain, the brain that won't shut up and it won't stop thinking. So a technique is to get frankincense, a drop on your finger, and stick it on the roof of your mouth, hold it there for 10, 20 seconds, and it just, allows the frankincense, the oil, because it's a very grounding, relaxing oil in itself, it allows it to go, well, it's a pretty short distance there to your brain. So it kicks in very quickly. And when I'm overstimulated and the brain won't shut the hell up, I go to that one. The other one is the lavender and the lavender piece on the chest as well. I should be diluting, but I tend to not. I'll just put a drop on the chest and I'll do a technique called the box breath for 5 minutes. So this is a very simple, easy, rhythmic breathing. You can choose whatever numbers you like. I just do 4 inhale, 4 hold. So you hold your breath at the top, 4 exhale, and then 4 hold at the bottom of the breath. And you do that for 5 minutes. You can get apps. One I like to use is called Breathly. And just that rhythm allows everything just to quieten it down and you forget about the day. And it's nice and easy to drift off to sleep that way. So here's lavender. So the primary benefits of lavender: soothe the skin, so it's good for skin irritations and trying to be compliant here. Yeah, when you get stuff bitten by stuff, it's got a nice relaxing aroma, and yeah, it promotes calm and relaxed feelings. So yeah, as you can see, good for sleep. This is the lavender piece. So this is a blend oil. So it's not just the lavender, obviously. It has the cedar wood, hoe wood, ylang ylang, marjoram, Roman chamomile, vetiver, which I love. I'd bath in that if I could, vetiver. It's a beautiful grassy oil. We have vanilla bean and Hawaiian sandalwood. And, sandalwood's just, yeah, another awesome one. So frankincense. So this is the one that I use on the top of my mouth. It's the king of oils, this one. So you don't know what to go to, just pull out Frank, essentially. He's got you covered. As you can see, oil of truth. So that's talking about the emotional side of the oils. So we could do, if you men want, we can do another class on that, because as we know, men tend to really suppress our emotions, and that hasn't worked the best for us in the past. And we are suffering, and I feel it's something we are passing on to our future generations. It's creating, it's creating, it's just, I can't think of the word, sorry. It's just not, it needs to stop. So yes, and the emotions are something I've been working on with some men's groups too. So where have we got here? So stress management. So this is a big one. I haven't met someone who hasn't told me they're not stressed or stressing about something at that point in time. And to me, stress has been used kind of as a dirty word, as a bad thing, because stress is normal. It's a normal response our body has when we go through stressful activities, when something uncomfortable happens to us or kind of relates to the fight or flight. So I got explained it really well one day. You see the gazelles in those David Attenborough documentaries. You see them getting chased around by lions, and the lion will miss him, and he'll go hide off into trees, and he'll be shaken, and he'll be terrified, but he's breathing, and he's breathing deeply, and he comes down from that stress. So he has a stressful moment, and then he comes back down. But in today's society, we're not getting that moment to come down. We hit one stress, we might start overcoming that, and then another one comes up, and then another one, and so they're just stacking on top of each other. And a lot of them are external and environmental. So a lot of these, though, only become stressful when we allow it to in our minds. So, and this is the thing that I've had to overcome, is a lot of the times I'm holding the gun to my head, metaphorical gun, of you got to do this, you've got to be doing that. And if you're not doing this, you're going to fall behind. So, I'm still learning to deal with my stress, but these are ways that I've found really help. So my favorite oil for dealing with stress is Balance Blend. I haven't met a man yet who doesn't put it at their top of their list of oils. It's an amazing blend, this one. It's very grounding, very earthy. So it helps ground us into the present moment. It helps our mind to think clearly. It helps us to stop. It deepens our breathing. And essentially gives you the chance to take time and think about what is actually happening. Is what's happening to me a cause of my own stress, my own worry? So the technique for balance that I love to use when I'm in getting to a very heightened state of stress is to put 2 or 3 drops in the palm of my hands, rub the hands together, and then I will cup them over my mouth and nose, and I'll take 3 deep breaths. A technique I learned on a men's retreat was called the reset breath. And the reset breath's amazing, but when I combine it with essential oils, it just stepped it up to a whole new level. So I would take the 3 deep breaths, and on the third, you hold for 10, 20, 30 seconds, and you hold, and then you just dump it all out, let it all out, and mixed with the balance that grounds you and clears your mind. The third reset breath, it just feels like you've just taken all the shit that's been on your shoulders and weighing you down, and you've just fucking exhaled it. You've gotten rid of it. It's not needed. So it's a great technique, and I recommend it to anyone. We do it for my boy. He's autistic and ADD. He's heightened. He's high functioning. So there's moments where he's just chaotic. And this reset breath has just worked wonders for him. And we put the oils on him, and it's just, I'd hate to see where we are and where he would be without the oils, and my daughters. So this is the balance oil. It's the grounding blend. So it's got here that it contains frankincense, which is a powerful cleanser and magnifier that opens the mind's eye. That's diving into the emotional and vibrational properties of the oils, which I find I love about these, and I never knew at the start, but they've, love to have a chat with anyone about the vibrations of them. So the primary benefits, relaxing, massages, creates a calming atmosphere, and when diffused, tranquil aroma, and it just, the whole house just smells like a woody, earthy, or smells like it's great, and just brings everyone down. Okay, so the next one is healthy coping habits. And so this relates to the previous two, the sleep and the stress. And as you can see, I've got crutches here because often we will, me included, I've done this many a times, we'll use something that's not necessarily healthy as a crutch to help us. And we think at the time it's working, but it's doing more harm than good because it's essentially a Band-Aid as well. So for me, I used alcohol. I used beer to cope with stressful moments, and it got worse once the second child came along. But yeah, as I said, he's an amazing boy, so it's nothing to do with him. It was all in my mind. So I believe I would use the beer and the alcohol because as a 18-year-old, used to go out drinking, having fun. It was relaxing, hanging with mates. I was always having just a ball. Life was a ball. So I believed I went use that to try and regain that bit of happiness, bit of joy, instead of actually working out what was going on. And so I was no longer using it on weekends or special events. It became a daily habit. I found I wasn't present with my wife and kids because I had something in me that was influencing me. I didn't think so at the time, but now I see back on it, and the mind it's cloudy. It's not there. So they weren't receiving my true, authentic self, and I wasn't being my true self to them. So I have nothing wrong with. I have nothing wrong with people drinking alcohol. This is just my point of view. I still have a drink occasionally, but I'm more conscious of when I'm drinking and why I'm drinking, because I still get those when shit hits the fan. I just feel like a beer. I just want to have a beer and chill out. And so, yeah, the other thing was sugar cravings. That probably, that really got really out of control at one stage there. I was a sugar junkie. So becoming aware of this is the first step. And if you've become aware of this, fucking pat yourself on the back, because that is a big step. That's an amazing accomplishment to go, hang on, I'm not doing the best right now, and I'm using this for not the right reasons. So using the tools that I had, and I started addressing the cause. I was dealing with my sleep better. I was dealing with my stress better. And this in turn, man, this improved my marriage tenfold. As soon as I stopped drinking, I was present. And I still have a drink now, like I said, though, but just the constant drinking. So it was replacing those ingrained habits of when I turned to alcohol as a crutch. So I was aware that I was using it for that. So I started working on my sleep, working on my stress. And I found I was having a drink. As soon as I get home from work, I'd start making dinner, I'd start drinking. So to help with that, I replaced the beer with, it was soda water at the time, and Smart and Sassy, and I even put a drop of, what's it called? What was that teaspoon of apple cider vinegar? So that's what I used. Tasted terrible at first, but I was getting that. It so did beer when I first started it. So I had the cold, like the beer, I had the bubbliness, like the beer. And once I got used to taste, it was beautiful. And I was actually replenishing my body with water, plus the oils, plus the apple cider vinegar, which is good for a lot of things. So, yeah, like I said, I still have the occasional beer, but being aware of that is the big thing of why I'm having it. So this is the oil that I put in that drink. It was called Smart and Sassy. Not the most manly of names, but it works really well. So it's got the grapefruit, the lemon peel, peppermint, ginger, cinnamon. These are all metabolic oils. And help with cravings as well was the main reason I was using it. There was never anything wrong with my metabolism. It was the cravings that I was addressing, the sugar and the alcohol. So, you got invigorating flavour. It's got warm earthy oils with a citrus twist. So yeah, there's some ways to use it. I don't diffuse it. I've only ever had it in the drink. I still do now. So the next one is body discomfort. So it's hard for me to use body discomfort because of what I'm trying to explain, but I've got to be compliant. I can't subscribe, or what's the other word, Dan? Use medical terms.
TGA rules.
TGA rules. Okay, there you go. So I've got muscle tightness and fatigue. So we know what that's all about. Now, this ice blue that you can see here, this is usually men's first experience with essential oils from doTERRA, that because their wives will have it, or partners, mothers, sisters, whatever. And us men will work ourselves to the bone and come home sore and aching, hunched over, or knees hurting, and they'll offer this. And this, I carry this around in my esky. This is my, I love this oil. So you can get it in the Ice Blue Rub, which is the one that you got there, the picture, or the little 5 ml blend. And so the trick with these, and I had to learn, was to be proactive with my wellness. I don't know if you heard that. That was the dog, not me. It was a burp. Okay. So being proactive. So not waiting until you're fucking sore, tired, walking like an 80-year-old man to use the Ice Blue. Put it on beforehand. Put it on before you exercise, before physical activity, before hard work, before labouring. So you're giving your muscles the warmth they need, and it also assists during it, really. And so, yeah, when I started using it beforehand is when I really noticed it because I was using it after. I was already sore and I was trying to fix it after the fact. So I'd use it beforehand and then I'd still use it afterwards, especially if you have a shower after work or physical activity, which you usually do, you'll tend to wash it off. So what have I got here? Oh yeah, so another really good one. When I was really bad spots is I'd layer it with other oils. And the two others were marjoram, lemongrass, pardon me, and the fractionated coconut oil. So I wouldn't use the rub. I'd use the little 5ml blend bottle, and that made a massive difference. And like it says there, watch out for your sensitive areas. I made the mistake when my legs were just bad, or I knew I was going to be walking blocks up scaffold all day. Someone decided to put the pellet down the bottom. You'd rub it in, and you'd tend to get a bit too close, and then you'd notice it, and it gets you moving. And then you're looking for something to rub it off, or you wouldn't wash your hands after doing it. So, and then we all get itchy. So yeah, watch out for that. Make sure you're careful. And the other good thing with it is if you're sitting around a desk at a computer all day, which seems to be what I'm tending more towards, is to put it on the back of your neck. It relieves the tension in your neck and any head tension that you'll have. Okay. So this is the active blend I was talking about, the small little 5ml bottle. There you can see it's made of quite a few different oils. You got your wintergreen, camphor, peppermint, ylang ylang, helichrysum flower, blue tansy. Why wouldn't that be in there? Blue chamomile, osmanthus flower. So the other thing you can do, which I found really good, squeeze a bit of the ice blue rub into your hand, and then a drop of that as well, just for even more kick. That's a good one. Be very careful of your sensitive areas. So as you can see, the uses, apply on your feet and knees before and after exercise. After long hours on the computer, put on the back of your fingers, wrists and shoulders. I haven't done that one yet. Massage the ice blue into your legs before bedtime and on your lower back, which I don't know anyone in the construction industry or anything like that doesn't have a sore lower back. Men in general, women even get it, I suppose. Okay, so now these are the things that I love most. Probably love everything about doTERRA, but these are the supplements that doTERRA do. And as an essential oil company, they're actually their number one selling product. They have made...
They saved our marriage.
Yeah, they saved our marriage. They... I don't even know how to explain it. It was like a fog had been lifted. It's the three supplements you can see there. You got your EO Omega, if I'm saying that right. You got your Microplex and your Alpha CRS. I've taken quite a few other brand supplements before, and the biggest thing I noticed after taking these was my wee didn't look like Marvin the Martian or something. It didn't look like fluoro yellow. It looked like I'd just drunk a pie of his shirt. It was, at first I was like, oh, these mustn't be working because I'm not getting that yellow wee. But with the other ones, you're pissing the money down the drain, because what that is, what I learned was vitamins just going in one end, out the other. And that's because they weren't made to be, it's called bioavailability. So your body essentially will recognize it and actually take it up, because these are made from whole food supplements. And so there's the three there again. So the Microplex VMZ, it provides 22 essential vitamins and minerals for the maintenance of good health. So where are my notes? So the 22 essential vitamins, they're the ones that your body can't make. So you have to get them from external sources. And our soils have been so depleted, not through some people's fault, I suppose, but just there's not much left in our soil, so the vegetables and fruits aren't jam-packed with the vitamins and minerals they used to be, and the adulteration of the food. So these are also a good source of antioxidants, and these help fight and protect against cell damage. And these are actually TGA approved too, by the way, which means, yeah, they're really good, I suppose.
You can talk openly.
I can talk openly about it. There we go. It's good when TGA proves things like that. You can actually explain it properly, not beat around the bush. So it aids in digestion and supports a healthy immune system. The next one is the Alpha CRS Plus. It's got digestive enzymes. It helps the cells make more energy without the caffeine, essentially is what it's doing there. It helps support the liver function, provides the antioxidants to help against the cells, against oxidative damage, and we all know what damaged cells can lead to. And the next one is the XE Omega. So this is the source of omega fatty acids and omega-3 fatty acids. I'm not going to try and pronounce those names. If you're on this, you can read it and try and decipher that yourself. The EPA and the DHA. These help support the cardiovascular and cognitive health, and they help in the absorption of calcium and phosphorus for the development and maintenance of bones. What do we got here? So yeah, so that's these. Yeah, I can't rate these supplements enough. There's been times where our order hasn't come through quick enough, and I think I've gone today without it. It's just arrived to the post office. We ran out yesterday, and shit, it's not until you stop taking them is when you notice how good of an effect they're having on you. They lift the fog. Yeah, I just try them, and they got a 30-day satisfaction guarantee, so you could try the whole lot of them, and after 30 days, which I couldn't see how it couldn't have such a good effect on you. If after the 30 days you don't like them, give them back and they'll return your money to you, which I don't think they've ever had to. Here we go. So doTERRA sourcing. So this is meant to be another video. Hopefully.
I've got my headphones on so I can let you know.
Okay, my backup support's got her headphones on, so she can tell me if it'll work this time. So Copaiba. Copaiba, this is a good oil. It's good for everything. This one, good for sleep. Good for, what was the other one? The body discomfort. It's I really like this one. There's a lot of exciting research into this. But it's amazing. So we'll see if this plays. This is how they source the Copaiba, or I think they pronounce it over here, Copaiba. So we'll see if it plays.
Mas eu me orgulho disso, de todo dia eu manter minha família. Para mim é muito importante, que não falta para eles.
This is Dr. Hill. He's already went through and cut down our path and cleared it all out.
Oh my goodness.
So
we are so grateful. Thank you so much. Their main collection season is between January and June when the water is high. So now we're going to go up and see the Copaiba trees firsthand and see how they collect the resin.
They don't branch out for quite a while. They're growing straight up
through
the forest.
How tall do they get?
Grandes são.
E ela chega a dar aí seus 30 metros de altura.
30 to 40 years. He's looking up at the tree, and he's looking for the first main branch that's breaking off, and he's following that line down the trunk of the tree here. And that has a vein that he's going to try and tap into.
that only come from this tree, just as nature created it.
We're going to take whatever the tree gives us, and that's what we're turning into the oil.
Here about an hour and a half as he's drilled through the tree to collect just this much oil. It's about 50% yields. We'll get about half as much oil. And then he'll come back to this tree 6 months later, and he'll be able to get about a liter worth of resin from this tree. Work without people like Josemar, who love these trees, who've been trained up by his father and now is training his sons and has done this for 30 years. We're very, very grateful to have partners that we can trust.
I love the sense of pride that he carries with him.
He's pretty amazing.
Mas eu me orgulho disso, de todo dia eu manter minha família, né, sem ter assim estudo. Eu me sinto alegre por isso, feliz, porque todo dia eu vejo meu filho tem o alimento, seu café, seu almoço, sua janta. Então para isso para mim é muito importante, que não falta para eles.
All right, so that's how they harvest the copaiba oil. And what I love with and align so much with doTERRA is the way they look after the farmers. They provide for them. They pay them properly. They don't. There was one farmer, I can't remember what it was, but usually would take 90 days to get paid. Plus, then they would never get paid the right amount. And doTERRA has really made a big impact and in a great way on some of those farmers, because a lot of it comes from third world countries. So to be able to know that the product you're using has had such a ripple effect on so many other people's lives, just it makes it worthwhile.
Mas eu me orgulho disso.
Oh, there we go. So, all right. So there's 3 ways to purchase essential oils. Retail, no one does. Doesn't make sense. It's just, why pay full price for such an amazing product? So you got the wholesale. So that the wholesale's 25% discount, and then you got the wholesale plus your free product. So you'll earn points every order, and then those points, you get to use to purchase oils or any of the doTERRA products, and that's what we use to get sandalwood and frankincense, because they're pretty expensive oils, but they are very amazing. So we've never had to pay for sandalwood and never had to pay for frankincense. And yeah, we use sandalwood's another one I'd drown myself in. It's pretty amazing. And the frankincense we use every day. So the best way to buy the oils is through the wholesale account. And the wholesale account, when you open one, you will receive coaching from us, support in how to use them, ongoing. It never ends. We're always there for you. We want to get people opening the bottles. There's no point buying them and having them sit in a cupboard locked away. You're not going to benefit from them. So we provide that coaching and there's the support to use them and how to use them. Plus, we do a wellness overview and a 90-day wellness overview, and in areas that can improve. And we've all got areas that can improve. So the first here is the family essentials. So this is all 5 ml bottles, the smaller ones. So you've got your lavender, Easy Air, Digest Sand, On Guard, frankincense, tea tree, lemon, oregano, and peppermint and ice blue. And these will all be your main go-to oils to start off with. And then when you start diving deeper in them, you just collect them and that you love them. And so this also comes with a 15 ml bottle of Smart and Sassy, which is that oil I talked about earlier, the metabolic blend. and in that nice looking introductory packet. So yeah, there's the prices down there. So look at the difference between the retail and the wholesale, and that's why no one ever really buys retail. We got the home essentials. So this is the same as the first one, but they're all 15 ml bottles. So the difference between 15 mils is, I think, 250 drops, and they can last you a long time because they're just so potent and powerful that one drop goes a long way. And so yeah, you same again, your lavender, easy air, your digest sand, your On Guard. So On Guard is a protective blend for seasonal threats, and digest sand is for aiding stomach discomfort. I'm trying to word this right. And your tea tree, everyone knows what tea tree is good for. And your lemon, your oregano. Oregano is incredibly potent and powerful and great for cooking. Peppermint's actually now TGA approved. So peppermint's another really good one for stomach ailments and calming of the stomach. And plus it's uplifting. It's drop on the tongue, just feels like opens your chest up and just you can breathe. So, and then you got your ice blue. Plus you get a pedal diffuser. So that you can get straight into diffusing the oils across your room, benefiting not just you and your family and your friends and even your animals. They'll benefit too. So this is the good one. This is Nature's Solutions Kit. So you got your 10 ml bottles of Past Tense and Claricalm. Past Tense is a good one for head tension. Claricalm is, don't really use Claricalm too much, but it's kind of like, I don't really use Claricalm much. I think that's more of the women's blend. I think that is, isn't it, Danielle?
Yes, and what does that bottle mean?
Yes, I did get that right. It's, I don't know if she's listening or she is listening. New wife in a bottle. So, man, I'd suggest having that on hand. And they may get a bit shitty at you when you say, have you used your oil that time of the month? But they will love you for it. So take my word for that one and get that one. So you got all those oils, as you can see there again. It also includes the Ice Blue Rub, Correct X. So that's a good one for, how do I say that compliantly? Cuts and scrapes. I'm so glad I've got her behind me to whisper in my ear right now. You got your fractionated coconut oil. So that's the, you can see the bottle up the top there. So that's what you dilute the oils with. And it essentially aids the oils, helps the oils penetrate the skin barrier and get it into your body and get the full benefit of the oils. So, yeah, and it also makes them go further. It's fractionated so it doesn't get all greasy on you and all that. So you got an Easy Air vapor stick, you got the diffuser again, a nice wooden box, got to have one of them. And you got your toothpaste, which we've used for years, and it's so good, that toothpaste. The kids tend to, especially the boy, he likes to almost eat it. And then you got your hand wash. And then we got, so now we're getting into the wellness box. So this one's the bedtime. So these are your oils you're going to go to aid in a good night's sleep. So you got your lavender piece, you got your Peace Touch Roller. So it's a diluted bottle. You can just roll on you. That's a nice blend, that one. You got your Balance again. You got cedarwood. I like that oil. That's another one you put on your big toe, actually, quite surprisingly, for a good night's sleep. Something to do with the lines. That's Danielle's area of expertise. You got vetiver. That's reflexology. So you got vetiver, which is another real calming, grassy. I've got that on now. Put it on. I couldn't find Balance somewhere in the bus. Luckily, we got another one coming, and I put that on. I actually rubbed it through my beard just to help calm myself. So yeah, you got your fractionated coconut oil again. Okay, so seasonal essentials is what it is. I can't really, yeah. Seasonal threats again. So you got your easy air, so it's clearing for the airways. You got the touch, the drops, and then you got your On Guard protective blend, and you got a sanitizing mist. We went through that, used that a lot during the old, what happened recently. You got your peppermint essential oil, eucalyptus, tea tree, lavender, and then your introductory pack and enrollment. This is a good one, the sports blend. Box, sorry guys. So you got your Copaiba, which is that one we showed you earlier. Yeah, that's good not just for physical things. It's also amazing in so many other ways. It's then you got your ice blue, lemongrass, your wintergreen, and your eucalyptus. You got Motivate blend. Now there's actually the Motivate blend is really good. It is what it sounds like. It's great for giving you a kick up the arse, getting you going, and shoulders back, heads up, and get stuck into the day. That's a good one for that. You got your peppermint beadlets. They're unreal. Handed a few of them out to work, and some guys, you could see the reaction of them as soon as they bit down on that beadlet and the peppermint went through their mouth and their lungs opened up and they're breathing full and just, yeah. Plus you get a good breath, I suppose, too, with it. And you get your fractionated coconut oil again. The cooking one. So you got rosemary, ginger, basil, fennel, lime, black pepper, cinnamon. And obviously, well, they're all pretty much herb oils. So they're very potent. We've done a video on cooking with oils, and I think we'll have to do some more. I like to do spaghetti. Spaghetti, I'll use the oregano, the basil. We also put cilantro in it. 1 drop to a kilo of mince and sauce and veggies and all that, because it's very potent. And make sure you wait for it to cool down a bit. You don't want it cold, but to be cool, because otherwise the heat, if you're still cooking, you'll evaporate all the goodness out of the oils. And and the lime and the lemon, actually. When you do have a drink, instead of shoving a stinky old part of a lemon or lime in your beer, it's actually, and when you drink and you get a seed and you get some bloody other stuff with it, you spit them out, put a drop of lime or lemon in with it, and it's oh. So here we got the emotional aromatherapy kit. So the emotional aromatherapy system makes emotional aromatherapy easy and accessible for everyone, for anyone dealing with common negative emotions. So this includes the bottle of Motivate, cheer, passion, forgive, and console, and peace. And yeah, these are good oils to have. And they're not just for women. You got peace, forgive. I use them all the time. I even use them just because they smell nice, and you're going to get the benefits of those. So yeah, it's another whole class again, is the emotion class. So the healing hands. This is first time I watched this video, I actually teared up. It's very confronting, the numbers, the statistics, and then knowing that I'm aligning with a company that's actually putting their money where their mouth is, making change, and just helping so many lives out. So there's one called the Underground Operation Underground Railroad, and a lot of it is ex-military and policemen guys, and they go in and rescue a lot of girls from sex slavery, and it's what they're doing is amazing, and the numbers and statistics are just freaking scary. So I'll play this video and yeah, you'll see. Got to press play first, usually helps.
There's no escape from here. I'm numb to my fears. I close my eyes to beat the fire that burns in me.
Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. We had such a great time putting this together. Please make sure that you check out Healing Hands Foundation. You can donate to them below so they can continue to change lives all around the world. And make sure you check out this incredible choir, One Voice Children's Choir. Their link is below. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. We love you guys. Thank you so much. Bye.
Yeah, so that's just the three the Healing Hands and what they're doing to women and children all around the world that are just in some fucking shit situations. And that one in Nepal's pretty horrific, where the women and the girls, they're sent to cow sheds out in the middle of almost nowhere when they have their period, and they're not given any support, have no sanitary equipment, and have to fend for themselves. And yeah, a lot of other people take advantage of that situation. So doTERRA's made the those what are they called, the sanitary packs, and send them out to them. So yeah, it's pretty emotional, that one, especially with kids and a couple of daughters. Okay, so after that, we are going to talk about how to build a life of abundance. And for men, this is a good one. This is a big one. And women too. But men, we often have the mentality of being the breadwinner. We've got to bring the bacon home. And having a source of income that you don't have to bust your ass for, and you're helping people, you're building other people up with you, and you're supporting so many people, and you're changing lives. So the future belongs to those who believe in their dreams. And I never believed in my dreams. I thought I was stuck doing what I was doing. So having these opportunities now have just changed my life, essentially. It provides me of a way of giving back, essentially. So yeah. So what's next? So if you want to chat more about the oils, just message me. If this information's been helpful, if you know any mates that you know would benefit from using these oils, just reach out to me, to message me. So these are my contact details, and I'm up for a chat anytime. Just message me on Facebook, and we'll organise a time to chat. Can be about anything, even. Any guys out there going through some hard times that just need someone to chat to, and because us men all need to lift ourselves up, stop putting each other down. It's too much, I suppose, of that dog-eat-dog mentality out there, that for me to succeed, I need to push someone down. I need to climb over them. I need to be better than them, rather than us men getting together and aligning and working together to be the change that we know we need to be. We know the women in the world need to be, us to be. And yeah, so I think that's it for tonight, guys. And thank you. And for those men who did jump on, I honour you. I'm grateful for you. And good night. All right, now I've got to work out how to turn this off.
So just stop your recording and just ask Wade if he has any questions.